The one that I was actually going to highlight here today, as we have been talking about here in recent sessions, obviously seeing kind of a broad amount of weakness across the markets. The past couple of days, Helene, we've seen 10 out of the 11 S&P sectors down. It's really the only sector that you're really seeing a bright spot from is energy. Obviously, there's a pretty obvious reason why. But other than that, there's kind of really been no place to hide out in equity markets. There's, from a sector perspective, a lot of the sectors have been under pressure, even a lot of the defensive sectors. But excuse me, the one I'm going to focus on here today is the financial sector. This is something I've been talking about a lot here recently. There's several reasons why the financials are under a lot of pressure here. There's, some just kind of bigger macro issues that have put them under pressure, but just specifically sticking to the technicals here. Obviously, you can see since peaking out in early January, this XLF financial sector ETF has been in a very strong downtrend. It's been making a very clear series of lower lows and lower highs. You can see our trend lines here ended up eventually flipping earlier on in February. So we, shortly after the downtrend began, we got that confirmation from our trend lines there with the 21-day dropping below the 63-day. You can see that the actual share price here, on a daily basis has struggled to even get up above the upper Keltner channel. The last time it was actually trading above that was back again in early February. Ever since then, it hasn't been able to even recapture that level. So it's been in a really sharp series of lower lows and lower highs. Just here in the past couple of days, the ETF has broken down to new, I think that's actually about a 3/4 low, so 9-month low there that it's broken down to here. So, certainly well off of the 52-week low dating back to April of last year, but certainly some very bearish looking trading here for this. Again, you can see that the MACD line here is also showing some negative momentum to the downside too, with our MACD line trading below the trigger line there. It's also currently not oversold too. You can see that XLF, despite the very bearish trend here, Helene, still trading above that lower Keltner channel. So with this one, certainly, not looking to bottom fish here, not looking to purchase shares of XLF, just looking at it more from a shorter term trading perspective here, definitely would be looking to trade this one to the downside, whether that's, probably just looking to purchase puts on it. It's typically harder, Helene, as we know, to find a put option debit spread for something like this. Just typically lower time premium in the financials. But with a chart like this, definitely one that we're seeing some opportunity to the downside in. I know we've put some trade alerts out there to our members, for the financials here, looking to trade into the downside. So that is my trade setup for today.